Success means having the courage, the determination, and the will to become the person you believe you are meant to be. So says George Sheehan, and I really agree with this sentiment. I really want you to consider today, what actions have you been taking? Do those actions move you towards your goal, the future you want? Or do they take you further away? I have another quote for you, and this one's from Dale Carnegie. He says that if you are not in the process of becoming the person you want to be, you are automatically engaged in becoming the person you don't want to be. I really want you to consider that. Really think about those actions. The actions that we are taking, the things we do each and every day, consciously and unconsciously, create our life. Now, most people spend most of their lives living on automatic pilot. Right? We are the sum total of our unconscious automatic habits, our learned behaviors that we've practiced so many times that they just happen, rather than acting with intention or purpose. So I really want you to think about the automatic actions that you have in your life. What are the things you default to doing? Are they consistent with the life you want? Or are they old habits from the life you've had? Now, if you have had old habits that got you here, that you are in the process of changing, it's okay. And there's nothing wrong with having old habits. We are always becoming. The thing to think about, though, is, are they helping you? Do you want to keep them? Or are you actively working on changing them? If you've got old habits, and so many of my clients come to me with old habits that just aren't serving them anymore. They get to the point of frustration or desire where they want something so much that they can't stand to stay where they're at. And the thing to think about, of course, is this idea that so often the habits we've had, we adopted them without really thinking about them. They were just a learned behavior. We did them a few times, it didn't have too big an impact, or it kind of worked. It helped for a little while, and then it just started to be the thing that we do. It's interesting, pay attention to see whether maybe you even define yourself by some of the actions. I am a person who can't stop, can't say no, who always does. Really consider that. And if you do want to change them, obviously I want to let you know that my Stop Sabotaging Your Weight Loss course is opening again in September. And the whole premise of that course is really about helping people identify the unconscious habits that haven't been helping. There's a whole module in there about how habits are formed. And then there's a 5-week process of how to start to change those habits on purpose. So you really can get back into alignment with the person you want to be. So take a moment now and think about, what is the purpose of the actions you have been taking, right? So we talked a moment about the automatic actions and whether they're helping or not. If not, one of the great things to remember is just noticing them, just recognizing them can be a great place to start to go, oh, this is a choice. I don't have to do it this way anymore. I can change it. So that's your automatic actions. But think about the times when you have been acting with purpose, with intention. And I really want you to consider here, when you have been working on purpose and acting on purpose and choosing things differently, I want you to think about your why. Are you doing it to become a different person, to evolve into the next version of you that you want to be? Or is it simply to get a specific result, to get there? I see this so often where people come to me, or they join up with a weight loss program or a fitness program or a well-being program. And, they want to achieve a specific result on the scales. I want to get to that number. I want to get in that dress. I want to look good in that photo. Or, I want to be at that goal for a wedding or an anniversary or something, or a birthday. Or they want to achieve a certain level of fitness. I want to be able to do the fun run, do the half marathon, do the bridge to Brisbane, whatever it is. Or achieve a certain level of arbitrary success. I want to make so much money, or achieve a certain level of recognition in my organization. I really want you to think about it. Are you trying to change? Are you taking these actions just to get there? Or are you becoming a person who lives like that? There's a real difference here, and I really want you to ask yourself, pay attention to your brain. Are you trying to make these changes so that you'll be happier there? Be very careful with your mind, because I do think there is a big difference, and I really want you to see, is there a difference between getting there and becoming a person who, for example, lives at their ideal weight, who it happens to be that fit, who enjoys the level of success that they personally have created, recognition or not? Really want you to consider this. Is it just to get to a destination? Is it somewhere you arrive? Or is it a set of skills you develop to become who you are? Now, obviously, I think the latter, the developing these skills, becoming a person who can, is the key method. Hal Elrod says, who you are becoming is far more important than what you are doing. Yet what you are doing is determining who you are becoming. So this distinction matters, because the way in which we go about it does determine whether we like the person we become in this process. We like the actions we have to take to get there. Now, that doesn't mean it has to be all fun and rainbows and sunshine. Some of these decisions and actions, when we're taking them, when we are evolving, will be uncomfortable, will be challenging, may even be difficult or hard. We talked about that a couple of videos ago. Do you like your reasons for taking those actions? Are you doing them to help you learn a skill, to develop a character, to become someone who can, rather than get to? Whether you like it or not, we are always becoming. All of our actions lead to our results. So, first of all, I encourage you to get conscious. And then, so choose your actions on purpose. Become aware of your automatic actions, particularly if they're not helping. And then think about why you want to change. Do you like the reason? Would you like to be different than you are? Because it might be more fun, it's more successful, it can lead you, it forces you to grow and to evolve. Remember that we take us with us. So how we get there will determine how much we like being there when we get there. Right? I always like to say you can't hate yourself healthy. If you're punishing yourself with exercise, or you're denying yourself foods you love to get to a weight, you'll never sustain those things. You have to also go, I'm liking this because I want to be a person who can stop when I'm satisfied, who can make healthy choices, who can commit to my exercise and show up for myself, no matter what happens to be going on in my brain in that day. So consider, who are you with your unconscious automatic habits, or with your purposeful, intentional actions? Who are you becoming? Are you becoming the version of you that you want to be? Or are your behaviors, your actions strengthening and reinforcing the old you who got you here? Do you like your reasons for change? Do you want to keep acting the way you have been, or the way you're choosing to be? Which one do you want in your life? And if you do want to change, can you get your actions into alignment with your desired future? Take a moment to think about that. If you're a person who's living at their ideal weight, who's achieved the success and recognition that they want for themselves, they can give themselves that they're fulfilled, who has a certain level of fitness and ability. If you already had that, what would you be thinking? What would you be doing? How would you be acting? Can you take some of those actions now as a gift to your future self? Can you change in alignment with your future? Can you give yourself those actions now to create that future as a gift? I'd love to know what you will do. So let me know in the comments, or send me an email, or message me on Facebook. If you do want some more help with that, I do have some free trainings coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to do a couple of webinars about taking responsibility and ownership of your journey. And of course, as I mentioned, my Stop Sabotaging Your Weight Loss course is opening up again in September, in just a couple of weeks' time. So if you'd like some help becoming the you want to be, getting into alignment and liking what you're doing, learning how to be happy now so you can be happy then remember that that's what life coaching is all about. So don't be hesitant, don't hold back, reach out and ask for support. I'd love to help you out. For now, I'll leave you with one more quote. This is from Norman Vincent Peale, who says, "What you think, you will become, whether that's good or bad, weak or strong, defeated or victorious. What you think, you will become." So, take action and alignment from your future self and give yourself that gift today. And you get to enjoy who you become. Click subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and sign up for my newsletter each week, my emailing list, so that you get every video straight to your inbox. Have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you again soon.